Then you have the innovators, the people who invent stuff with the data. The first one is the data scientist. Now, the data scientist, as the name suggests, is a scientist. So what they do is they will go into the data. There's two ways they analyze the data. One is they're given a hypothesis. So they might be told things like, oh, we believe that if we gave people a 10% discount, they're more likely to buy than if we don't. So they'll go off and run analysis and run experiments to see what will happen, or they will go into the data and they will find patterns that they will then make sense of to the business and identify new opportunities. So they're sort of like researchers with data. That's why the term data scientist exists in their title. So they're actually going in, discovering new things, and building models to predict or to understand those things. The next one is a machine learning engineer. Now, what these people do is what used to happen is the data scientists, they're very research oriented. So they build models that aren't able to be used in what we call production environments. So, for example, your website or your app or your smartwatch is a production environment. It's an environment that what we call is production ready, that the consumer can use. The models that data scientists build are not production ready. So these machine learning engineers take what the data scientists have done generally and make them production ready software. So things like Netflix's recommendation engine or a fraud detection system is a production level product that these data engineers deploy. So basically what that means is that they build all of the infrastructure and architecture to make sure that the recommendation engine on Netflix just runs by itself. Okay, there's no one behind the scenes refreshing, going, oh, so and so's come, let me refresh their model. These are automated processes that the engineers build, and it just keeps running until they need to change it for whatever reason. And then finally, the last few years has seen the rise of AI researchers, and these are pretty much data scientists, but with a specific focus on AI. And what they do is they push the boundaries of what can be done with data. So, for example, we've seen now with things like ChatGPT and Claude and Gemini that you can ask it to write your essay, right? You can write articles, you can ask it to draw images. So these guys are in that space. They discover new ways of doing things with data, and so they're AI researchers. Okay, so those are sort of the people who are pushing the boundaries of innovation. And again, to get into one of these roles, you do need a specific type of expertise to do that. And again, I'll talk about a bit of that later.